Do you believe in haunted places or even haunted items? Today, I will be talking about one of the most haunted places in Mexico, La Isla de las Muñecas, the island of the dolls. This place is known for being one of the most sinister and disturbing locations in Mexico. If you enjoy this type of content, please don't forget to subscribe. This is After Dark. Hidden deep within Xochimilco canals, south of Mexico City, lies an eerie and isolated island that has captured the imagination and fear of visitors around the world. Known as La Isla de las Muñecas, the island of the dolls, this destination is not your typical tourist spot. The island is full of hundreds of broken, often mutilated dolls, hanging from trees, nailed to walls, and scattered across the decaying land. But what makes this place truly terrifying is the chilling story behind it. The legend begins in the 1950s with a man named Don Julián Santana Barrera. He chose to live in isolation on the small island. Don Julián was deeply religious and spent much of his time cultivating the land and surviving off of the resources of the canals. However, Don Julián's life took a sinister turn when he discovered the lifeless body of a young girl floating in the waters near his island. According to the legend, the girl had drowned under mysterious circumstances. Haunted by the tragedy, Don Julián claimed to hear whispers, footsteps, and cries at night. Convinced that the girl's spirit was lingering around the island, he took it upon himself to put her soul to rest. One day, Don Julián found a doll floating in the water near where the girl had drowned. Believing it belonged to the deceased child, he hung the doll from a tree as an offering. But this single gesture spiraled into an obsession. Don Julián began collecting dolls from wherever he could find them, from the trash, the canals, and even by trading his crops for discarded dolls. He hung each doll across the island, believing they would protect him from the spirit of the drowned girl. Over time, the island became full of worn and decayed dolls. Some were missing limbs or eyes. Others were covered in dirt and cobwebs. The island's appearance became increasingly sinister as the dolls deteriorated under the harsh elements. Their cracked faces and lifeless eyes gave the impression that they were watching, waiting, or even moving. People who visit this island, even during Don Julián's lifetime, reported feeling an overwhelming sense of fear. Many claimed the doll's eyes would follow them. Some visitors have heard whispers coming from the dolls when no one else is around. Don Julián himself believed that the island was cursed. He often told locals that the spirit of the drowned girl would speak to him at night, begging him for more dolls. He claimed the dolls were a vessel for otherworldly spirits. This island became popular among the residents of Xochimilco, who avoid it at all costs. Stories spread of fishermen who had heard sinister cries or have seen shadowy figures lurking among the trees. In 2001, Don Julián Santana Barrera was found dead in the very same canal where he had discovered a drowned girl decades earlier. His death added another layer of mystery to the island. Some believe the girl's spirit finally claims him, while others suggest he fell into his own paranoia and delusions. To this day, locals and visitors are convinced that Don Julián's spirit remains on the island, joining the ghostly girl and the countless other entities that inhabit the dolls. The island of the dolls has become a tourist attraction. You can hire trajineras, known as boats, to navigate the canals and visit the island. However, locals warn the people of staying there too long, as the island is believed to have malevolent energy. Those brave enough to visit describe the island as a deeply unsettling experience. The air feels heavy, and the only thing you can hear are the dolls moving with the breeze. Some visitors report inexplicable chills, headaches, or the feeling of being watched. Though Don Julián is long gone, his legacy lives on through the chilling atmosphere of La Isla de las Muñecas. Locals continue to bring dolls to the island, both as offerings and as a way to preserve its eerie charm. The island remains a symbol of tragedy, mystery, and humanity's deep connection to the supernatural. The question remains, is the island truly haunted, or is it just a bunch of dolls that have been collected through time? Although most leave convinced that something paranormal lingers there. This is the end of this video. If you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to subscribe. Also, thank you to the subscriber who requested this video. With that being said, I will see you guys on my next paranormal story.